And 3, 2, 1, we are officially live. Episode number 2 officially in the books. Welcome back, everybody, to Untitled. Before I even jump into anything else, I just want to say this has been so much fun so far, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. I have no clue why. I don't think I'm personally that interesting, but I'm sure it's the stories or it's the people, and maybe they're just really interesting to you guys. And tonight, we have another interesting guest. The original official co-host of the actual podcast. She's been kind of AFK, MIA, KIA.
Hey, I'm here.
None of those things that I said were negative per se. I mean, KIA means kill in action, so you're clearly not dead. At least I don't know. Maybe going off the picture that I'm going to use for this podcast. Well, as far as you know.
Internally, maybe.
On the inside.
Physically, not quite. Not yet.
That's right, everybody. Let's give a warm round of applause for Big Taylor Sabo. Is it Sabo or is it Sabo?
You just said it twice in the same way. It's Sabo.
Taylor Sabo. Welcome. How you feeling tonight? I know you said you were really nervous. It feels like everybody that I talk to, everybody that I talk to, it feels like everybody that comes on here is really nervous. So don't be nervous.
I don't know why.
There's literally no pressure.
I was nervous. Well, my toes are sweating.
Oh, there you go. Not even 5 minutes in, we're already getting real fucking detailed.
Take my socks off.
Oh, please don't take your socks off.
I know, it's probably not a good idea.
Do you have hardwood floors at you guys' apartment, right? You guys have hardwood floors, correct? Oh, did I just lose connection? Can I not hear you anymore? Oh man, look at this. Oh, maybe something's gone on her end. Taylor, if you can hear me.
Ben?
Oh, there we go. She's returned. There's a bit of a technical difficulty there. Okay, I can hear you now, I think.
Okay, yeah, our Wi-Fi sucks. So basically, I think we don't have very good internet anymore. I think they went to a cheaper plan in the apartment complex.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Or one of us just messed up the Wi-Fi. Could have been the cat. Probably the cat.
Probably the cat. No, I was asking if you had hardwood floors in your apartment.
Partially.
Do you don't walk on those hardwood floors barefoot, do you?
Rarely, honestly. Not in the winter because there's salt and stuff. But I try to clean it all the time because it's just nasty. Crumbs scare me. I'm just very OCD about cleaning. I know the girls hate it. So, but someone's got to do it, and I will be doing it because I'm not okay with dirt and stuff. It makes me uncomfortable.
Well, I was just gonna say I think it's incredibly disgusting. This is a fun fact. We'll open up with an icebreaker fun fact for each of us, and my fun fact here. I think if you walk on hardwood floors or just floors in general, barefoot all the time, I think it's disgusting. You pick up these crumbs, your feet get all gray and black.
The crevice of your foot. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, yeah, I know.
Crack.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's sick. It's demented. Uh-oh, maybe we lost her again. While we're doing these brief intermissions, I'll take a quick second to thank our sponsor while Taylor fixes her internet. We don't actually have a sponsor. There's no sponsor on this episode. Oh, she's back. Nope, sorry. We keep losing you in and out of.
Why does it keep doing that? This Wi-Fi sucks ass.
Well, this is a perfect time for our sponsor, NordVPN. If you want to protect your internet.
Shut the hell. Are you trying to pay for my internet because I need something better? I bought a booster too, and that shit does not work.
Oh, boosters do not work. I work at electronics at Target, and everybody always asks me does this work? And I always tell them, no, I don't think it does. Just buy a better modem router. And nobody listens.
Well, I'm done throwing down money on this apartment. I'm over it. This apartment sucks. It's ugly. I hate it.
I was going to say, you live up in Iowa City, and from what I've heard, it's very expensive to live up there. Lucratively expensive.
Yeah.
What's the deal with it?
The rent used to be
Why? Well, why is it so expensive? I mean, I understand it's a college town, but Ames, for example, there's some cheap spots in Ames.
I don't don't know. Even back like in North Carolina where my parents live and stuff, there's App State there, and their apartments are so much nicer for like 400 something, where this apartment is almost $600 and it's ugly as hell. We have like a bug problem in here now. I'm not even kidding. It's disgusting. It's not that bad, but I don't know what happened this year. I like the little COVID bugs or something. Something's coming out of the woodwork.
I would like to throw in my own prediction as to why I think you guys have got bugs here. For those who don't know, Taylor lives with Kedim's girlfriend Amina and Vedat's girlfriend Adina, so we all kind of know each other through this spiderweb of connections, really. And over the years, they've hosted these Halloween parties. Now, every year, and I mean this every year that we've gone there.
I dread it every single year.
Why? Why?
Because it becomes a mess. There's like blood on the walls. There's people freaking puking on the couch. Do you know how many things I threw over the balcony when I was drunk? Like, I threw over a pillow, a freaking blanket.
I mean, I believe it.
I don't know.
I think Amina does a great job with the decorations. I mean,
no, the decorations are amazing. That shit looks like Spirit Halloween, like in our apartment. It looks great. I'm not bagging on that. I'm just saying, I think where you're about to go with this, I think the bugs like to hang out after that.
I think where I was going with it was, I think that every year someone throws up somewhere. It's either on the floor or, on a couch that leaks through the crevices, and it's impossible to clean it all up. It's impossible. So my guess is that, it's just the plaque buildup and the destruction of our livers. I think that's what's led to your guys' little bug infestation.
I don't know. But all I know is I'm not trying to, go under the kitchen cabinets and see what's under there. I would like to keep that out of my sight. So I can't see it. It's not
a problem. Yeah, until a fucking huge hornet's nest, spawns
hornet's nest?
Oh my god, have you ever dealt with a hornet before? Dreadful. Those things are fucking scary.
When I was tiny, honestly, I just run away from bugs. It actually causes a lot of problems for me and my family in the summer.
It's a personal problem.
No, it is. My parents will be outside on the driveway, drinking and stuff and hanging out. They're like, Taylor, come outside. They're like, come on, little emo, come outside. And I go outside for 5 seconds and try to sit down. And then there's hella bugs swarming me. I run back into the house. And then my mom.
Oh, we lost her again. Hold that thought, though, folks. We are definitely going to want to ask her about the whole emo thing. That is going to be a question that I have to ask her at some point. Anyway, while we're waiting for her to once again emerge from the shadow realm, I do want to take another brief moment just to thank our sponsor for today's episode, NordVPN. If she had NordVPN, this would never be happening. I'm just kidding again. We're not sponsored by... Is that illegal? I can't get in trouble for saying that someone sponsors us when they don't, right? That's not completely illegal. Is she... I need to make sure that she's... Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you again. Welcome back. I was just going to ask... Oh. Man, what's going on here? Let me check my headphones really quickly, because I see that you're talking. And I just want to make sure that I can hear you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. It's really odd. Maybe it is just your internet.
The heck? I wonder if I should reconnect into a different Wi-Fi. Maybe not.
I mean, completely up to you. I was going to ask you about... Your family doesn't actually call you Little Emo, do they?
Sometimes. I mean,
because
my mom will send me pictures from me in middle school, with a Hollister tube top on and my side bangs, and I look very scary.
I mean, describe to us your aesthetic, because I think you have a very interesting kind of aesthetic, if I may.
Oh my god. Describe it?
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, if you would, because we usually do a little, introduce yourself. This is your first time on the show. I figured, you'd want to take a couple of minutes here to kind of splurge on yourself, and I mean, yeah, give us a little taste of Taylor.
I would call myself a little revamped Hot Topic bitch. I guess that sums it up. Just a little Pete bitch. as you can imagine what that looks like. But not like the annoying kind, not like the fake kind. I feel like,
I'm just kidding.
Shut up. Have you seen my room? Please. But, I don't know. I feel weird talking about myself. Like when someone's like, oh yeah, like I'm such a stoner, or like I'm such a this, I'm such a that. Like I'd rather have someone like think that of me and me not like actually tell them like what I think I am, because I'm just like me. You know?
Okay.
I like what I like. I definitely think it projects like through like what I wear though and stuff. For sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, let's do this. Since you don't like talking about yourself and I don't like talking about myself, we'll describe each other's aesthetic, okay? I'll go first. I'll describe your aesthetic. And I think I know what you're going to say for mine, because you called me this earlier, but it's okay if you call me it again, because I feel like it's somewhat true. I think, Taylor, your aesthetic is, I know you're into EDM and those rave festivals. You're somebody that I would associate with like spirituality, you know, someone who probably does these witchcraft bullshit things that I see on TikTok, you know, occasionally. You're probably somebody, I mean, not probably, I'm pretty sure you've told us this story, you know, you've done like mushrooms or something of the sort of like acid. You've gone to these EDM rave concerts and you like see a dragon arise from the ground and you're like, holy shit, man, this is fucking crazy. You know, you have black nails, black hair, you kind of have that goth kind of, almost a TikTok e-girl kind of aesthetic without the kind of e-girl part, but you still look like a TikTok e-girl, if that makes any sense at all, you know. Like wears Doc Martens, black lipstick, might have a tattoo of like death, like a skull and crossbones on her wrist. So audience at home, if you're kind of seeing a picture, and I mean the picture that they're seeing right now is the Halloween one. So I mean that might help you visualize her aesthetic.
It looks like a nightmare.
Well, that's the aesthetic. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just a fucking nightmare. That's what I...
Taylor the Nightmare Sabo.
Right.
That's your official nickname on this podcast, the Nightmare. Maybe everybody that comes on the podcast should have like a nickname. I like that. I think maybe that's a segment we should do. I like it. Everyone who comes on here has to think of their own nickname.
I do have a lot of nightmares, so it makes sense. I look like one too.
You cause your own nightmares. Yeah. What a ironic.
Well, it was. Yeah, I had a dream about a ghost last night, so it makes sense. I think my apartment's haunted anyways, because I went to the cemetery one day and I picked up these rocks and I brought them back to the apartment. And little did I know that it's from the children's hospital. I didn't know. Oh
my God, are you serious? Oh, and we've lost her again. Ladies and gentlemen, another time to thank our sponsor for today. NordVPN, everybody, NordVPN. It's not even the same thing. Anyway. She'll be back in just a moment. What? Oh, here we are. I can hear you again.
I'm back. God, I need to fix this for next time. This is like not okay. It probably sounds so bad.
If you want, I mean, you can. How do you propose you're going to fix it? Oh, and we've lost her again. Oh, maybe I can do a bit of stand-up comedy while we're waiting. How about this? Okay. Oh, here we go. She's back again.
I tried to reconnect it. Okay, you do. Oh my God, do your little stand up. I was waiting for it.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like when the comedian gets on the stage and he like taps the mic, like, you know, like.
Couple times.
How's everybody doing tonight?
And everyone's rolling their eyes, holding their drinks. Like, who the hell is this guy?
All right, tough crowd. Yeah, my name is Ben. 22, from Bronx, New York, stand-up comedian, and then some guy in the back's like, "You're not fucking funny." I'm like, oh, thanks for that. And then like they throw like the pizza or something. All right, let me think. I've got a joke here. I mean, I'm sure I've got a couple. I made this joke the other day, and I actually think it's pretty good. I'm gonna run it by you here. Hi, I'm ambidextrous. Oh, hi, ambidextrous. How are you feeling today? I'm not feeling so right. That's an original like OG joke. No one said that one before. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And just pretty like good. That, podcast is over, guys. See you guys next week.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for having me.
Anyone that's negative to me just gets the boot. That's a powerful power. No, anyway, please give me the rundown on my aesthetic here. I thought what you said was interesting earlier, even though I don't know if it's necessarily true.
Okay, I feel like back when I knew you, like my freshman year and stuff, I feel like you looked like a pretty normal dude, you know? Like dressed up a little bit, you know? Like you took care of yourself. Like you didn't look like a basketball bro type of shit. You didn't look like a frat bro.
Okay.
Maybe like a toned down, like eclectic Banana Republic, but not like frat boy Banana Republic.
Have you thought about this before? Eclectic fucking... What does that even mean?
Eclectic Banana Republic?
Yeah, well, I know Banana Republic is like a clothing store, but what? Eclectic and Banana Republic together? Jesus Christ.
Well, okay, well, sometimes people be wearing Banana Republic, but they're like business, Tippy boys. Tippy's like the business school here. That's what I would associate with, but you're not like that annoying type. So I feel like you're like put together. Maybe you would buy like a nice pair of like dark jeans and boots and like wear like a nice shirt type of thing, but you're not like over the top, but you don't be wearing like, well, maybe you wear basketball shorts sometimes. I don't know. I don't see you when you're doing that stuff, but now I feel like you're trying to craft your image more to like an alternative style.
As you call that, an e-boy.
You're wearing rings now. I see that. I peeped the rings. I saw you in those little Omegle videos with your little e-girl. Yeah, I saw that. I feel like you're trying to suit your aesthetic.
Don't talk about my e-girlfriend like that, okay?
Oh, I'm not talking about her like that. She's such a cutie. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I think you're trying to like transform into something, but however, it might be like your new thing, like your style, like what you feel more comfortable with now. Everyone evolves.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I would say it's more of an evolution than changing it.
It's an evolution.
The way it all started.
Yeah, no, you're not changing it for like a bat, like trying to like be something you're not type of thing. I think like you just move with the motions of what you're interested in at that time. Like I definitely used to wear like more, I guess, I wouldn't call it hippie because obviously I'm not a true hippie or was a true hippie type of thing, but I used to wear like more chill, stoner girl, high school bullshit clothes type of thing, like tie-dye stuff.
Sure.
And now I kind of wear more, I guess more like alternative girl clothes.
TikTok girl. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just saying TikTok girl. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I feel like you're kind of like morphing into like your style, maybe like more like metal jewelry and stuff, and more like darker clothing and like that type of thing, which is cool.
I mean, so to be fair, the rings. So a lot of people were saying at the time, there was a girl that I was hanging out with, and she was like, made this really random side comment. She's like, you have really nice hands. You should consider wearing rings. And I was like, oh, I don't, But then, like, the next day, there were these two girls at work that were like, you should wear rings. You've got really nice hands. I'm like, what the fuck is, what's the deal with these fucking rings? And so I was like,
honestly, the rings elevate it. They do.
That's how I didn't know at first. And so I went out and bought some, put them on. And you know what? I was looking at my hands. I was like, man, dude, they're powerful. You feel like powerful. And they felt right. You know what I meant? And
also, when you start wearing rings, girls start looking at your hands and like, you know what that means. You're not stupid. But that's the thing. They're probably looking at your hands like, you should wear some rings.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. I'm not dumb, but no, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe here's how I can put it into the simplest, like, layman's terms. I think it was my inner aesthetic wanting to come out, and God, it sounds like I'm trying to say I'm gay or something. Not like that, but like, Jesus Christ.
No, don't ever. Oh my God, please.
No, what I think it more was is just like I've always been a free spirit, and I don't feel like I've always dressed like that to express that aesthetic. So I think the rings are just the start. I want to get like an earring at some point. I'd like to get a hand tattoo on each, or like a sleeve. I think that would be nice.
No way. Are you serious?
At some point in my life, yeah. I heard from somebody that I guess Target's giving out free ear piercings on the 5th of February.
Target.
I know, the weirdest fucking thing, but. If
Target?
Yes. If they're giving out free ear piercings, I think that might be the day I go get my ear pierced. Not both my ears, just one.
Okay, but like, Okay, but like, what are you gonna put in it though?
You
This
know,
is like
I don't know.
a
That's
tell LBL. Please tell.
so. There's two things I've been leaning
You haven't thought
towards.
about it?
Um, I always liked just the one hoop, like not a huge hoop, but like a ring, just one little ring earring, you know. And I like the way that that looks. I think it's like a sign of rebellion or
Okay.
freedom. And then I've also thought, you know, about
Sign
like
of rebellion? You think a ring in your fucking ear is a sign of rebellion?
I don't know. I always thought, well, on guys for sure, on guys for absolutely for sure. I always thought it was like
Alright.
a bad boy kind of aesthetic, but more than just that, it's like you
Okay.
know, you're your own kind of person. And then I was thinking,
Okay, I thought you were gonna say a stud, and you really scared me. So I really hope that's not what you're about to say.
no, I'm also like leaning more towards maybe like a little dangly earring, but I don't know what I would want to get. Is the thing.
Okay, well you can't get a dangly earring like the first time you get it. I say either a hoop or you know those that jewelry that has like the spikes on the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a half of a hoop, but it has the spikes. It looks like a septum piercing with the spikes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Well-
that's like a happy medium.
I mean, what was I gonna say? I was listening. Maybe
You
maybe
ever
just
get your septum pierced?
would I ever get my what? My septum, like my nose?
Yeah, or would you ever get like a nose piercing?
No, I don't think I'll ever get a nose piercing. No, that shit hurts.
Why not?
I just, well, I mean,
Oh
yeah.
my god! And you want to get a hand tattoo?
Look, the hand tattoo thing, I just think would be, and I even have a cool idea for it because what I've wanted to do, and I've had this idea for a while in my head. I want to really badly go and backpack across Europe and just take a backpack and just, well, you know, fucking backpack. And when I was thinking about
Oh,
a
yeah.
hand tattoo, I was like, how fucking cool would it be if, you know, every country that I visited, you know, like 20, 30 countries, at the end, I get a like a road map and every country imprinted on my hand. You know what I mean? And
That'd be kind of cool.
dude, that'd be so fucking cool.
Someone asks you directions, they're like, where am I going, sir? And you point to your fucking hand.
Yeah, you're going to fucking France.
I'm just
right over here.
joking.
I mean, no,
I'm not trying to hate on you. I hope you know.
No, I mean, paid on me, please. I need you to, I need
Nah,
people to tell me if it's. I think it'd be a cool fucking tattoo. I know it would hurt a lot, but
It just depends what it looks like. Because if you're like trying to get like, I definitely don't think you should do color though. Because it reminds me of like a fifth grade classroom when everyone like would play with the globe.
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I don't think I would get in color. If it was something that big, I think it would be like black and white. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Would you have it on both? Would you have it on both hands?
Yeah, I'd like both hands at some point, like connect them across my back or something. And I think that's all I'd ever really want to do. But I've heard
On your
once,
back?
I heard once you get a tattoo, you get really addicted, and it seems like everybody I talk to and I ask them about that, they, you know, it's the general consensus is that it's very addicting. They get a tattoo and then they can't stop getting
yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's hard.
So that's kind of what's scary, you know. I don't know if I would.
Well, I mean, if you're an e-boy now, you're gonna have to get used to it.
I'm not an e-boy.
I don't know. You're on the come up.
I'm on the come up of
I
an
told
e-boy.
you. Yeah, I told you you're gonna come down here or whatever. Or I'll go up there with everyone. I think like if we had like a little trip with the girls and stuff and the boys and stuff, we could all hang out and stuff. Then I want to take you shopping, and we could have a video where we like revamp your look. I think it'd be really funny. And I could take you for an ear piercing. Actually, no. Let's go get your eyebrow pierced.
No, I don't think I get my eyebrow pierced either.
Ooh, let's slit your eyebrows. How about that?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about a
That
slit
goes
eyebrow.
back. We could do that.
I just so here's my catch what is it, catch 21? That's what it's called. I think so. I've always been like the guys that, you know, they really try to like take care of themselves. Like they're like pretty boys is what I call them. Like they try like hair gel, you know. I don't know how to describe it to you. They try way too fucking hard, you know, to look like.
Well, it depends. There's a difference between like being like hygienic and like pampering yourself to like. It depends. Like,
No,
wait, you want to have a fucking unibrow?
No, no, I don't want a unibrow. No, look, I have a skincare routine. I take care of my skin and all that shit, and like, you know, I put them in a. Oh, pardon. Go ahead.
What kind of skincare do you use? Not to tear your ass apart.
All right, let's crack up my skincare routine here. I use, and I shouldn't use.
Go open your
Well,
bathroom drawer.
we have to have a bathroom tour. I use this, so I start off every morning. I feel like now I feel like it's. You ever seen American Psycho?
Yeah, I
Where,
have.
where he's fucking talking
Okay,
about his
well,
morning.
he's a fucking douchebag. That is like next level. He's literally in the mirror stroking himself like,
Yes, I mean that's
you know what I mean.
to be
He
fair.
probably uses
Oh,
his cum as moisturizer. I think he did. I don't know if he did or not.
I don't
but,
think he uses cum as a moisturizer. I do recall there's a scene where he's having sex with a girl and he's looking at himself in the mirror. But
yeah, and he's like flexing his muscles like shit. I'm hot.
I don't mean like no. I wasn't trying to go into tangent. I was just saying like how he talks about his morning routine. I'm about to go on and like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I use is a rough shea butter. It's this like it's got grain or not. It's got beads in there, and it's like supposed to be very coarse. So I use that and clean the dirt off, and then I use like a nice exfoliating scrub, and then I use this thing for my dark circles under my eyes because I look like I never sleep, even though I get plenty of sleep.
That's why he pulls so many hoes, and that's why he's able to kill them because he smells like fucking shea butter.
I don't think
about it.
See, the theory is people. I mean, there's two sides. He either didn't commit any of those crimes or he did. Just depends on what you believe.
Pretty sure he did. Pretty sure he did.
I don't know. I don't think he did.
I don't think we watched the same movie.
We definitely did. Well, explain like how when he's saying. I mean, I've heard the theory like with when he says to people like I'm gonna fucking slit your throat in front of them and they ignore him. It's supposed to be like this symbolism that.
Yeah, they're like shit. Really?
They're too concerned with their own lives, but I don't think he killed any of them. I think that'd be a better twist than if he actually did kill them.
What about all that blood?
I think it was all in his head.
Wait, wasn't there like a stairwell scene or some shit? He has these big ass tarts.
Yeah, there was a stairwell scene where he killed one of the strippers or the hookers, and she's running down the stairs. It's a
You just said he killed her.
Well, okay, on screen he kills her, yes, but like, give me a second. She's running down the stairs, and he like times this chainsaw. He throws this chainsaw down like 10 stories and kills her. But if you recall, Taylor, later on, he comes back into the apartment, and it's all gone. All the blood, all the bodies, it's all gone. None of it's there.
I need to rewatch it.
Maybe
it's more of like a mind fuck type of thing of like what's going on throughout his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like a Black Mirror kind of film, and I would certainly say it's not for everybody. But I love that movie because
I like those kind
Christian
of movies.
Bale. Yeah, it's a fucking solid film. I remember there was a time, this was maybe a year and a half ago. I was hanging out with a gal, and she's like, oh, I was like, oh, we should watch American Psycho because I had just watched that movie. I literally had just watched it, and I was so infatuated with the film, and so I was like, yeah, we should watch this movie. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, blah blah blah, and so I put the movie on.
Has she ever heard of it?
No, never heard. She never saw the movie.
You probably scared the fuck out of her.
Okay,
she didn't call you again, did she?
No, it wasn't like that. It was yeah, no. She didn't call me back. But we stopped watching the movie after 20 minutes because she just didn't understand it, and she thought it was the weirdest fucking thing, and we put something else on. But it's like it's just not a movie for everybody. But going off what you just said, you know how many fucking times I get like people. It's always girls, but it's how many girls tell me like are you a serial killer or are you a murderer? I don't understand why I get those. I don't think I look like a murderer. I don't think I speak like a murderer. Yeah, I don't understand it.
I think you talk very articulate. I don't know if it's articulate. I think you talk like, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm gonna try to talk about. Oh my god, I'm having a seizure. I was gonna try to talk like you for a second, but
you're trying to speak like me. I don't see. I don't. I've heard. Okay, here's what I've heard when I've asked.
I don't think I speak like that. So, everyone thinks I'm a murderer.
Well, it's not that they think I'm. Well, they do. They do. Like they literally think. And here's every time I ask them,
what have you done to make them think that?
Nothing. Back in the day, on Tinder, I would match with some people, and then we'd have a few, text conversations, and then sometimes they'd just be like, "Are you a serial killer?" And it's like.
I would really like to see those conversations.
Oh, I mean, that's, But, I mean, like, when I've asked them, when I've said, like, why do you think that? Like, why do you think I'm a serial killer? I usually get, it's either they say, my hair. I've heard you speak in a weird, like, immaculate way. And it's usually, like, the most common answer. Or they'll say like, oh, you're so open and so social, and it comes off really weird. And I'm like, huh. Like, I don't think any of those things are bad traits to have. I just think it's like, I don't know. I find that so odd that I get that so many times. It's not even funny. It's actually like kind of scaring me now.
I think you should like go to a therapist about it.
No, I don't think he can help me with my problems.
Maybe you should like get off Tinder.
I've been off Tinder. It's an
Okay.
it's an addicting app. I'm using OkCupid now.
What the hell? Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, they had a super awesome
God.
Valentine's Day premium.
Oh, did they have a fucking deal?
They had a deal, so yeah, you get it was 90% off for their premium service, so I paid for it. And
Cupid's cuckold special.
Cupid Cuckold Special. Yeah, I'm going on a date with this 40-year-old mom in a couple days. Her name's Marge.
Really?
No.
Wait.
No, I'm not.
Don't excite me. I was gonna get really excited for you.
Dude. With a 40-year-old
But
mom? Come on.
I don't know. Shit.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think it'd be cool to have like a sugar mama. That'd be kind of cool, I've got dreams.
I think you could do that.
I would feel too guilty, I think. I don't think I would allow myself.
Guilty.
Yeah. Would you be okay having like a sugar daddy?
It depends on the context. I mean, like
a dude
if
that
I
just
was like,
a dude that just pays you. Like, and I've heard some stories
I don't know. That's kind of fucked up.
Oh, that's okay.
kinda
That's
fucked
what I'm
up.
fucking saying. Like that's what I'm saying.
I don't have a problem with people doing it, and low key when they tell me like what they get and stuff, I'm jealous. Like this girl that used to work with me, she got a fucking dog from her sugar daddy. A dog.
Yeah.
Like, that's sick. However, I just can't. This sounds really weird in this context. I just can't help but think about like my dad. It makes me like really uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just think it'd be really, really weird.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
A quick...
Like
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
What?
No. You go ahead. I'll remember the story in a second. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was gonna say, I went down to Florida actually, like I think it was like 2 years ago. I went down to Florida to visit my friend, and she's kind of crazy. Like she's a little crazy, and
Sure.
she used to work at this golf club. A golf club? What the fuck? She worked at a golf club, a golf course.
That's the same thing. It's fine.
And there's like hella rich people down there in Florida, obviously, So there was this one guy who was like a retired athlete, and when I was there, he invited us out to lunch, and we like went over to his house first and stuff, and because he was gonna drive with us and everything, and it made me feel a little bit more comfortable because she's met him before, like he like attends like the country club type of thing,
Sure.
So she would hang out with him sometimes, whatever, got down there. He invited us out to breakfast. I'm like, sure. And he was really nice, like not creepy at all, like super cool guy. Like I wasn't getting any red flags. But like when we were out to breakfast and stuff, like we were all talking and stuff, and he was kind of being inappropriate a little bit. Like he wasn't being like sexual towards us, but the things he was saying, like some of it was like joking around sexually, not an advancement towards us, but just in general.
Sure.
And I feel like people around us couldn't really understand like what the context of this outing was, like who this guy was to us, because it was kind of weird. Like
Right.
This guy, first of all, doesn't fucking look anything like us. We're both like 5'2" girls eating breakfast. He pays for us, and he's making like weird jokes that aren't something a father would make, aren't something that a family friend would make.
Oh, that's so weird. That is so weird.
I mean, he paid for our dinner, like it was fine, but not dinner, sorry, breakfast. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like if you have the confidence for that stuff and you don't really give a shit, then I guess it's fine. Like to be honest, she has slept with the guy before, and apparently his wife knows about that. He does that because his wife does her own thing too.
Yeah, I've heard about that, and that is.
It's just weird because he was talking to us about his kid and shit, and his kid's like our age. I'm like, and his kid obviously like doesn't know, I don't think, or maybe he does, but either way, the whole concept's kind of weird and stuff. So I guess it has to be something you want to do if you don't really want to think that hard into it. You just get your fucking money and dip, but it can get messy really fast. It's just weird.
Yeah, The thing is, there's two things from that story that I think I have to go off on a tangent on. Number one, the thing I was going to say, there was a girl that told me one time, this was pretty recently, she said that one time at a bar, some guy had approached her and said, hey, you're perfect, blah, blah, blah. I will pay you $5,000 if you peg me in the ass. And of course she took that. And it's like,
well, yeah.
When she told me that story, I was like, would I do that for $5,000? Like, would I, if some dude asked me, it's like, I don't know. And then the other thing I was going to say, I don't know how you find out you're into those kinds of things. Like, not just like
pegging?
No, not pegging. Like, how do you wake up as like a 55-year-old guy or whatever, and to tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to go and throw some money and have a what's the opposite of a sugar daddy? Like, what's the is it a daughter? Sugar
baby.
Sugar baby. I'm gonna go and
baby.
Yeah.
How daughter?
I don't. Daddy, daughter. I don't know. Fucking. But, how do you fucking find out you're into those kinds of things? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I need you to answer that question for me.
I think you just get fucking bored. And honestly, this sounds like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm sexualizing people, but like, women are sexy. I mean, honestly, like, you know what I mean? And okay, first of all, like, imagine I don't know. Imagine you have a wife that you fucking hate, and you guys both like, okay, what if you guys both like made an agreement to do your own thing, but like still stayed married? I don't believe like in infidelity and like cheating and everything like that. I think that's fucked up. I would never believe in that. Like, I think that's wrong. However, like, maybe you and your wife have like made a pact that, hey, like, I want to start swinging, or hey, I want to start doing like some other stuff. Are you okay with this? So maybe if both mutually like agreed that it was okay, that would be fine. Of course, the girl has to be fucking 18, obviously, or
right.
the boy, or whatever gender they may be. However, I don't know. It just, the concept, I'm okay with sex work, to be honest. Like,
I'm completely fine with it.
I think it's okay. Because honestly, it's like a good in service. Like, think about it. You're paying for an experience. So what if you have this total fucking fantasy in your head and you just want to pay for someone to do it, and like you guys are both consenting to it? I don't think that's wrong. I mean, you got your money's worth and then some. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree.
However, it's I don't know. Maybe just like the idea of someone older like looking down like on a female who's like way younger than them. It's weird because I know, like, you know how like back in high school and stuff when like the seniors would hit on the freshman girls and shit, it was kind of fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I guess you could say it was creepy, but a lot of people didn't bat an eye, and like the girls would obviously be like, oh my god, like, fuck, Jake from
State Farm.
Jake the quarterback's talking to me. Yeah, Jake Storm. Jake Storm. But yeah, like, I mean, you're kind of happy that someone's like looking at you like that. However, like when I got to that age, like when I was a senior looking down the freshman, I'm like, that's fucking gross. Like,
oh yeah,
it's weird. It's all subjective. Is it morally right in the terms of like the age thing and like looking at people like that who are way younger than you? I don't know. But do I think sex work in general is okay? Yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I completely agree with you. I don't know. I just think the thing I've never understood, and speaking predominantly like, because I think I don't know the stats. I'm just going to go off a wild hunch that there's probably more female sex workers than there are guy sex workers. I feel
you'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, if I've got it wrong, if I've got the stats wrong, then color me. What's that saying? Color me stupid or whatever. I don't know fucking what the saying is. I speak like a fucking boomer sometimes. I see like goofball and shit. I don't know. I'm 22. Yeah. Everybody. That's another thing. I get people that think I'm like 35, but that's a topic for a different day. But what I was trying to say, I don't understand. And I feel bad for like female sex workers who like have to do some really weird shit. Like, and there are some fucking weird fucking kinks out there. Like shitting, pissing. It's weird, and I don't understand how do you find out, or like cuckolding? How do you find out you're into those kinds of things? You know what I mean?
I don't know. fucking childhood trauma. I
That's
don't know.
gotta be what it is.
Some things are weird. Like, some things are weird, and then you find out that you enjoy it. Like, I don't know. Personally, I've been trying to, like, understand that stuff and, like, not really bag on anyone for it, because it's kind of like, I don't know. I think sexuality is, like, fucking awesome. So I don't know.
See.
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I think the shitting part is where I draw the line. Would I personally ever do like piss play or fucking shitting?
Fist play?
No.
It's not. I don't think
However,
fist play
someone,
can be. It's not the word. You can't be playing with fists.
I don't know.
It's just
like water gun fights. I don't fucking know.
That's not a fucking thing.
Oh my god, like a kiddie pool filled with piss. That sounds like my perfect Friday night.
I was gonna say, I know. What, you're at work and your coworker's like, so, Michael, what are you doing tonight? Oh yeah, my girlfriend's gonna shit all over my chest. It's like, okay, it's like, how do you, and okay, this is where I don't agree with you. I do. You want to do whatever you want to do behind your own closed doors. Yeah, go fucking for it. You know what I mean? Like, but if you, like, for example.
Okay, here, what's the line for you? Like, okay, what?
Oh, the line's pretty fucking far.
If someone were to come with you.
Like, I said the line is pretty fucking far. Like, for sure, I'm not into shitting. Like, if you say, like, hey, can I shit on you? No, you need to go. You need to leave right now.
What if they asked you to shit on them? What would you do?
No. I just
don't think you have the confidence, Ben.
I don't think it's a matter of confidence. I think it would be something.
You know what? You want to be an e-boy. You want to do rebellion. Go shit on someone.
I gotta rebel against the system. I gotta go shit on someone to become an e-boy.
Fuck the system.
That's gonna stick it to the fucking man. I'm gonna go shit on my friend's chest. Fucking come back to work the next day.
Okay, but honestly, the people taking advantage of those people that are into that, like, if it's consenting, first of all, if someone came to me and asked me that, personally, I don't think I would do it because I don't know. I don't think I would do it because I think it has more to do with, like, I wouldn't want to do that because it would make me uncomfortable. Whereas, like, I don't care about their opinion because they already think it's hot, though, So it's like, why are you so concerned about, like, looking a certain way or, like, being gross when they love it, Like, it's not about what you think about it. It's what they think about it. And if you're going to get the money for it and you want that money, then fuck it.
Oh, I didn't know money was even factored into this.
Run your mouth. Well, if it's a sugar daddy and they ask you to fucking sit on you.
Okay, if money's involved, I think that there's a different level to it because then there's something there for me, okay? But you asked me if someone just was like, hey, what's up, Ben? I'll be like, hey, man, what's up? Or I guess girl. I'm hopefully not a man. I guess fuck it, either or. And they're like, hey, can you want to shit my chest? Yeah, I'd be like, no. But they're like, hey, I'll give you $100,000. They'd be like, can we do it at your house? Because I don't want to shit on my fucking bed. And if they say yeah. Of course I'll fucking do that. There's no well, there is some shame in it, but no one's got to know.
Well, but it's not shameful. Well, I guess it's not shameful because you know why? It's not like you were, like, doing anal then you shit on your boyfriend's bed. That would be shameful. That would be shameful.
I mean, see, that's shameful, sure, but I mean, I think the point I'm trying to say. So, okay, let me pitch this to you. The boys and I, we love to watch this channel called Nexpo. We actually
and I love to do Friday shit.
The boys and I love to shit on each other. No, we brought this up on the last podcast. So we watched this video, and this is in itself a weird fetish. There was this guy, I think his name was Leather Smoke something, and what he did, he was this, I don't know how old, old guy, and he filmed himself smoking cigarettes and doing all these different cigarette smoking challenges, like 5 cigarettes in my mouth, smoking it through a gas pump with a gas mask,
Okay.
And he did this for, gosh, like he uploaded videos consistently, like 13 years, multiple videos a day, and people in the he died. He's dead. Like he had lung cancer at one point, and he came back and still was posting videos. And people in the comments were like fetishizing it. They were like, I get so off, seeing him smoke, draining his life away, blah blah blah. It's like, for me, that is past the line. That's off the cliff at that point. That's like creepy. That's like a
fucking, I don't know if it's a masochist or like a sadomasochist, but like enjoying seeing like the pain in someone else. In this terms, would be the enjoying knowing that this person is like destroying themselves for them. It's like power play almost.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because power play has like different levels to it. Okay, I wouldn't call power play weird.
I'm
like
sorry.
to call
That's
fetishes
weird.
weird.
If you think it's hot seeing someone die,
I don't. Okay, but you don't have to say it's hot. I don't think it's hot, but I don't think it's weird because I think people are fucking weird in general. Everything we do every day is weird for like pleasure and stuff. You cannot tell me you do some weird shit when you're alone that you like, that you're scared that people find out.
oh yeah, no, that's true. Okay,
Actually,
okay.
you know what? That sounds weird.
Let me
I shouldn't say that.
let me roll a curveball then here, since you want to stick with this whole. It's not weird. It's I don't need to fight. Pedophilia. That's fucking weird. That's wrong.
Okay, that could be unusual.
Oh,
you know what?
my.
It is. Okay, it's. I don't even know how to describe it. Like how I feel about this stuff. Like I think certain things are strange and not something I would enjoy. But if you get down to logistics of like why someone might think something is attractive, then I start to understand it regardless of what the action of the fetish is. Does that make sense? You have to like understand like why someone's like feeling that way. It might be like insecurity. It might be like someone likes to be like put down because they already feel that way, or like I don't fucking know. It's hard to like decipher, but it's an interesting topic. I've thought about this shit a lot.
Look, coming from a guy that didn't grow up, but you know, I watched To Catch a Predator religiously. Like I see these men. I think it's all men. I don't think there's ever been a female on the show, so I can say that comfortably. I see these men, and you know, Chris Hansen gives him his spiel. You know, what was your plan here tonight? And you know, these fucking lame asses give the worst excuses. They're like, you know, I was lonely, right? And it's like, okay, well, there's their reason for coming over and seeing this girl. Is it any less weird?
Crack my neck.
No, it's not any less weird. They're like, oh, some dude literally, Taylor on the show was like, yeah, this is the cleanest, best pleasure. It's like, that's weird.
Wait,
Duh.
what?
Yes, he said to Chris Hansen asked him, why did you come here like 4 hours away? He's like, honestly, sir, being with a younger girl is the cleanest, best pleasure. It's the exact verbiage. So there's his reasoning for it. I think it's weird. He's a meme. He went to jail. His name is Cody Green from Lafayette, Kentucky. Why do I know his name? It's because I know the fucking show religiously.
See, I think that's fucked up, but I'm obviously not saying any of like, depending on what it is, I'm not saying like that's okay, because obviously it's not okay to be a fucking predator, but I'm just saying maybe I'm just getting down to like why he might have done that. Maybe it's because he like simply is like he wants to feel like young again, and he wants to like dominate someone because he's like a piece of shit type of thing. Like some people just fucking suck, you know, and they're just taking out other people like sexually. People do that so much, you know.
So like, you think it's because maybe. Here's my theory. Okay. God damn, it's so fucking cold in this fucking ass apartment, man. Sorry. Also, I just want to preface, I'm so fucking hungry. I got straight from work, sat down on this chair, and filmed this podcast. I am going to go scram on some fucking chicken after this. Oh, fucking hell.
All right.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
You're talking about how to catch a predator.
Oh, I'd love to catch a predator. Should I do that for my channel?
Oh, shit. Yeah, we should do that.
Really?
Wait, that would be funny. Fuck, yeah. That would be really good.
Did I ever tell you, Taylor, that I almost caught a predator? Like me and Vedad at one point, we did almost.
What the fuck?
Remember, I don't know if you ever saw the video. It was a long time. It was like 2-3 years ago. I made a fake Tinder, and his name is Steve. He actually lives downtown too. I've probably seen this man before. And I told him I was 15, which is I think 16 is legal in Iowa, so we had to say 15. And he sent me.
Were you on like gay Tinder?
No. So I was on the fake Tinder, and then he got my Snapchat, and then the girl who gave me. So we had to have some sort of like fake girls.
Wait, we of course. Did you pretend to be a chick, or were you a guy?
Yes. I pretended to be a chick, and I want to preface, I did have her consent, of course, to use her pictures, and then I had her log into the Snapchat and Snapchat this Steve guy, and he sent us pictures of his dick, and you know he was committing a felony. Okay, he was 100% committing a felony, and we got his location.
How old was he?
He was in his 40s. 100% he was in his 40s.
What the fuck?
And I mean, if I go back to that, because I think it was on my iPod or my iPhone 5C, I probably still have those pictures to this day. God. And I remember we went to his apartment. I know the building. It's right by Hy-Vee. That's where he lives. and he didn't let us in. We heard his voice and everything, but he figured out. I was like, Steve, you want to have a conversation? Like, you know, trying to emulate my hero, Chris Hansen. And he knew what was going on, and he didn't let us in. And I gave his police.
You probably thought you were the fucking cops.
Well, of course he did. But I gave all this information to the cops anyway, and they're like, well, we'll handle it. We'll let you know if anything changes. And they never called me back. They never fucking called me. So I don't know whether they just...
See, that's fucked up.
Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe that they...
What more shit does the Des Moines cops have to do in their free time? Scratch their balls and eat donuts?
I know. I was going to say, there's not really anything for the cops to do. I don't... Maybe they did end up catching him. I haven't seen him since then, but, you know...
You should have checked the inmate list. You kind of fucked that one up.
I don't know what his last name was, though. I think I only had Steve, and that could be his fake name for all we fucking know. That couldn't even...
Steve's last name, Tinder. Steve Tinder.
That's probably what I had with my contacts in. I remember back in the day, all my Tinder matches would be under, like, first name Tinder as, like, a good organizational system. So I probably had Steve at some point.
Little file cabinet.
Do you have contact photos for your contacts?
Me?
Yeah, do you have contact photos?
Oh, yeah, I got some contact photos.
Okay, yeah, see, I love that. And some people think it's really weird having, like, a contact photo. But it's nice and organized.
No, I have, like, some pretty good contact photos. Like, I have to. Also, it's nice just, like, seeing the picture when it pops up.
Exactly.
Depending on what kind of picture it is.
Well, yeah. Yeah, some people get really weirded out by that.
I don't think so.
Well, you know, I'll be like, hey.
I think it's a pretty normal thing.
I'll be like, you know, hey, can I have a picture for a contact photo? And they're like, why do you need that? It's like, well, it's a contact photo, you know. And they're like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just a thing not everybody does. But
wait, you ask it like that?
Yeah. What do you mean? I don't ask it like that. What? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what? Is there something wrong with how I'm asking?
Give me a fucking picture for your contact photo.
I don't fucking say give me a fucking picture. I'm like.
You're a costume later.
Oh my.
Let me save it to my spank bank.
Spank bank.
Spank bank.
Maybe that's what they're thinking. No. But I swear, if you're hearing this, that's not what's going on at all. I have a nice...
No, it's definitely not. Like,
I have a slide OCD, that's all.
Especially if you're, like, talking to someone. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't think you're going to ask your fucking DoorDash driver for a contact photo or, like, someone like that. But, like, let's say you're talking to someone, like, you're feeling each other, like, if you're, like, being all cutesy, like, oh, picture for your contact picture, like, that's fine. Like, that's normal.
Exactly. I don't think
that's weird.
I mean, I don't know.
I do that.
Maybe that's a serial killer thing. Maybe that's like people think I'm like a serial killer.
Oh my god. Maybe you should be a fucking serial killer at this point. You can be the next American Psycho, part 2. Actually, you probably shouldn't post this podcast.
I was going to say, if the FBI is listening, I do not...
Disclosure.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. Also, Taylor, are you still doing journalism up there at in Iowa City?
I'm actually done with all my classes for journalism, thank God.
So how's that going? Because you're talking to a college dropout here who was in journalism.
What's up, dropout?
What's up? How are things with journalism? Talk to me about how school's been these last, you know, how's it been to you?
Right now, I'm just kind of, to be honest, very over it. Like, I think a lot of people are. I'm sick of the online classes. I'm sick of the bullshit. Everyone's so fucking disorganized, like so disorganized, and it pisses me off. Like, there's 5,000 different tabs for different things. Like, if you're gonna have classes online, have all the fucking content on there right when we start, because I'm not about to wait like the day before it's due to do it. Because if it's online, like, I have plans, like, I'm doing shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I have it all on there. Like, I have a science class that's online right now, and I fucked up by not taking it earlier, like, in my college career. So that sucks right now because I'm learning about, like, plate tectonics and earthquakes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's some bullshit. At least it's not chem, but I've actually never taken a chemistry class in my whole entire life. So I'm pretty, like, that's like a little gain for me. I'm pretty proud of that.
I was going to say, that you're taking all those, like, extracurriculars to get your fucking bullshit degree, like, thing, like
straight up. Like,
that's like the reason I dropped out. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That shit's rough.
Yeah, I mean, it's so close though. Like, I'm about to be done in May if I don't fail my geology class, but I'm scared for the future. Very nervous about it. Try not to think about it. else I'll start crying.
So should I not ask you what your
So,
next plans are? That was my next question.
plans.
Okay. Well, you don't have to answer that question. We can move on. I've got a whole list of other things we could talk about. We don't have to talk about that.
Well,
Unless if you want to cry on the podcast, that'd be really good content, I think.
oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm just
I'm just
nervous.
kidding. You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, I just hate not knowing because this sounds like some bullshit, but I'm like a Virgo. Oh my God, I sound like that bitch. I'm like a Virgo, but we're very organized people and stuff. Like I'm very like controlling and everything, and I like to know like what's happening next. Like I like to plan and stuff. So not knowing kind of freaks me out, especially because my parents are always back and forth between like North Carolina and Chicago and stuff. So it's kind of confusing on knowing like where the best place to be would be after college. So hopefully during the summer I can just chill a little bit, maybe pick up a stupid job, make some extra cash. I already have a lot of money saved up right now anyways. I'm just trying to move out. It's like that weird hold that your parents still have on you a little bit, and I'm just trying to be like independent. Like I don't want to have ties to them. I think I would get along with them more if I'm not living with them. Like I want to actually be excited to see them. I don't like living with them. Like not living with your parents, I think it's kind of bad to move back in with them. Like you're already trying to like grow up a little bit. Why would you take a step back? I don't give a fuck if I'm broke and I'm living paycheck to paycheck to pay rent. Like I just want to start my life already, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like have that kind of own space to kind of branch out.
Yeah, and they get mad about it. It's like they pick and choose, like they want you to grow up and shit, but then they still hold these little things over you and they're like, no, like you should stay a year after college and save up money, like you're gonna be broke, like you don't want to do that, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, honestly, I really don't care, because if I fail and stuff and I make all these mistakes, like I want to make that mistake, because if not now, then when I'm older and there's like more to lose from it.
I completely agree. I think life is about making mistakes because that's how you grow as a person, and that's how you learn.
That's what I'm saying. Shit, might get a sugar daddy. Fuck it.
I mean,
I'll figure it out.
Go for it. If the opportunity arose, I would. I'm not. Dude, if fucking sugar daddy was like, hey man, I'll give you $5,000, just talk to me once a week. Fucking okay, I'll make it a YouTube series.
Nobody does that. That never happens.
I am pretty convinced that there's something. It does happen for sure.
Yeah, it's so rare though.
Well, maybe. I'm just saying, I would make it a YouTube series for sure. Talking to my sugar daddy.
The most easy way to meet someone though is not on that online bullshit. It has to be some connection, like in like a social setting, like people who, like if you get like a bougier job, like if you work at a nightclub, if you work at a golf course, like stuff like that, like those are the places that you'll land it way more than online and stuff. It's safer. You form a connection first and then you form an agreement. Whereas like the online bullshit, it's kind of tough. Like I've heard from multiple people that if they start to have a sugar daddy, it's mostly from people that they've connected with in real life first.
I was going to say, there's an app out there. I forgot what it's called. It's like specifically meant to find sugar daddies or sugar mamas. Is it what's it called?
Seeking arrangements.
Yes, that's what it's called. I literally got to see the app in action and how it works, and yeah, I think it's an app you have to pay to use. Like it's like $8 for like a month, but it seems fucking worth it, to be honest with you.
Honestly, depending on like maybe like what type of thing you're using on there, like if you're doing like premium or some shit, but I used to have one low key and I didn't pay for anything. You have to wait like a day or so or something to get like verified type of thing, but I don't think, well, I think some people pay for more and stuff, but you don't have to pay. It's free.
I know,
unless they changed their shit.
I think they did.
I haven't been on it.
I think they did, because
I ain't paying for that.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like a good downward investment.
The arrangements and have them reimburse you for the freaking membership.
That's what I was saying. If you, it's a small payment of $8, but you're securing months worth of bag for free. Well, for literally almost free. All you have to do is like what, go to a fucking lousy dinner once a month. There was a girl who told me her friend had gone on like a sugar daddy date, but it wasn't. It was like a one-time thing, and he paid for her dinner, and she was there for like I think 2 hours, and she only got paid like $300 altogether plus the dinner. And I don't think that's worth it. I think that's, I don't know, 2 hours being with, because she said he wasn't a creep or anything. You know, that was a pretty normal guy.
Okay, honestly though, but you're $300 richer though, because if there's low costs and like low stakes or whatever, I mean, fuck it, it's more money in your pocket. You literally went out to dinner and you got $300. You did not have $300 before that dinner, and your ass got fed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends where the dinner's at though. You know.
I mean, you're not going to fucking McDonald's. Like, you're probably going to, like, a steak joint or, like, an Italian restaurant or, like Asian. I don't know. Like, something, like, a little bit nicer.
Have you ever been to...
I don't know.
It's a restaurant called Spaghetti Works downtown.
No, I have not.
Oh.
Dude, I've only been to Des Moines a couple of times.
Dude, Des Moines is a great city. There's so much cool shit going on
It honestly is. Like, I feel like it kind of gets a bad rap from people and shit. But, like, when I visit it, it's pretty nice. It's not bad at all.
It's... Since I've lived down here, and obviously with the pandemic going on, I haven't been able to really enjoy the fullest of the potentials. But, you know, for the brief period I've lived here, I've got to say this is so fucking awesome. It's a great city. Great country. Great state. Not great country. Fuck US, but definitely a great state. I said what I said.
I want to go to that bar. Fuck, what's it called?
With the headphones?
It's something to do with like a sheep or something. It's like a Satan bar. I want to go
of course you do.
You know what I'm talking about?
I actually don't know what you're talking about. A Satan bar?
It's sick as fuck. Like a Satan bar. It's like all red lighting. It's like dark, like downstairs, and it's like super intimate and stuff.
Ooh.
It looks like...
I think I'd like that.
Yeah, it looks bad. It looks badass. It looks so fucking dope. I'm trying to like look up what it's called right now. Satan Bar in Des Moines. I think it has something to do with like a sheep.
I was gonna say, did you ever see the movie Blade or any of the Blade movies, Taylor?
Ooh, wait. It's called. I think it's called Black Sheep. Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep in Des Moines. Yeah, it's a bar. It's like a speakeasy type of thing. It's a lounge.
Oh, I fucking like that. Oh, it's a lounge bar. See, those, in my opinion, I've only been to
maybe... it's sexy as fuck.
Dude,
I want to go there.
I'm actually going to keep the... Oh, man, dude. I can't wait till this pandemic's done. Me and Veda the other day, we were filming a video, and we went downtown because we were going to go do some public interviews, and obviously it didn't end up happening because nobody's fucking outside. We stopped in and like on I forget the square. It's a square. It's like a block, and there's bars and restaurants and buildings, and it was like a nice little faux shop, pho, like the Vietnamese or the Asian dish, and it's like this little lounge Asian thing. And I just look out the window and I see all this beautiful beauty, and I'm like, man, dude, this is fucking life, dude. And now that you're talking about this lounge bar, see, those are the kind of places I like to go, not the dance club bars, the lounge fucking bars.
No, I love those like intimate settings. Like in Iowa City, there's this place called what's it called? Clinton Street Social Club, and you go upstairs and it looks like a jazz speakeasy type bar. They have like the Thomas Edison lights, like brick fucking, like, you know what I mean, like that type of shit.
Right, yep.
And the bar is super dope. Like their alcohol is really like bougie, you know. It's expensive and it's nice and it's not cheap shit. And they have like really nice gin drinks with like the freaking egg white on top, like gimlet, like stuff like that. And it's super like intimate and you just feel classy, you know. It's like top shelf shit.
I was gonna say, speaking off the red bar, I don't know if you've ever seen the Blade movies, but it's like a movie about fucking vampires, and there's a scene where they're in this fucking like vampire nightclub, and like they pour all this fucking, like they just drop all this blood on these people, and they're like dancing in this blood. I feel like that'd be kind of a cool bar to go to.
That would be sick. I've not seen Blade, but I'm starting to watch like Underworld. It's not the same thing. But have you ever seen Underworld?
I have not. I've never seen Underworld. No. I'm
Well,
kind of
I think you
behind.
like it. It's pretty sick.
I just started watching
Yeah,
Breaking Bad not too
it's
long ago.
old, but I'm gonna keep up with it. There's a couple of them.
I was gonna say I just started watching Breaking Bad. I'd never seen it before, and man, holy shit,
Watching what?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, never saw it before, and I got my fucking dad hooked to it because we started at the same time. Like last Saturday, we watched 2 episodes, and then I was like, "Okay, man, don't watch anymore. We can watch it together." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna keep watching." And I'm like, "Okay, well, there goes fucking that." And I came back Monday, and I'm like, "Hey, man, how far are you in Breaking Bad?" He's like, "Oh, I'm on season 4, episode 3." I'm like, "Fucking hell!"
That's how
Like,
my dad is too. He watched like all of Breaking Bad. He watched like all of Shameless, like all of fucking just like American Horror Story, like without me, because I started with him and then I leave and stuff, and then I'm like, he's like way ahead of me. He has way more free time though, but
I am so behind on shows in general. Like I haven't seen Shameless, I haven't seen Stranger Things, I haven't seen Narcos. There's so many good shows that I've heard.
oh yeah, he watched Narcos too. You should watch Shameless. My friend's in it.
What, really?
Yeah, Carl, my friend. I grew up with him. His name's Ethan Kukowski. I literally went to elementary school with him and middle school. He went to a different high school, but we were buddies in middle school and like high school.
Does he play a big part in the series?
Yeah, like a huge part of the series.
Oh my god, seriously? What's his name?
Yeah, dude. Ethan Kukowski. He's
Ethan
1 year younger than me.
Ethan Kukowski?
Yeah.
Ethan
He lives like 5 minutes away from me.
Ethan
Like me, my friend
Ka-
Evan, Aiden, fucking Carson, like my friend Megan, Tori, like we all like grew up hanging out with him. We used to hang out at this place called Wasco. It was like this park in my, I guess, town. It was like by my neighborhood. We used to like go on the bike trails and stuff like during like the summertime, get Dairy Queen, fucking loiter at McDonald's and like chill.
Oh my god, here he is.
And yeah, he's from St. Charles. That's where I'm from.
Holy shit, he has like a fucking Wikipedia and everything, and you look him up and he's there. Holy shit. How do you feel? How do you feel right now?
I mean, I don't feel crazy because every time like I talk about it with people, it's just weird because they're like, "Oh my god, that's so sick and stuff." But honestly, I'm just like, "Yeah, it's cool." Honestly, I don't really talk to him anymore or anything, but we were very close when I was younger.
He cut you off. He got
Like,
too big for the fame.
My whole entire friend group.
Did he get too big for the fame? You hit him up one day, you're like, "Hey man, you want to get to McDonald's?" He's like, "Oh, so I don't
just
fuck
a
with
little
that.
bit.
I don't fuck with that poor shit anymore." I'm just kidding.
Nah. He was pretty humble. He honestly used to be kind of a square. Like back in middle school and stuff, like all of our friends used to like smoke and everything and just be kind of like degenerates because they were like skater kids a little bit. We all used to hang out with these like older kids in Wasco and stuff because a lot of them had siblings. So we would hang out with their siblings and they would be there and stuff and they would like want to smoke. We had this like fort in the woods and stuff and Ethan like would never want to smoke and stuff, which is honestly fine because we were in middle school. But all of his other friends did. Like his best friend, I probably shouldn't be saying this stuff, but yeah.
As long as it's not something that's overly
and then
illegal.
I had some friends move.
So as long as it's not anything that's like murder, I think you're okay.
Yeah, but him and some of my other friends moved out to LA and stuff, but the other friends already like moved back. I'm not sure if the other one of them is still there with him, but one of my good friends, Buzz, he lived with him for a while and did so with him. And I was honestly hoping that I could maybe get like a hookup and stuff because I wasn't one of like his like random friends, you know?
Yeah.
But like someone from his like actual like childhood type growing up shit. But yeah, I haven't talked to him in a fat minute. I don't even know what he's doing right now. But
that's fucking crazy.
yeah, I feel like he's kind of probably doing his own thing because all of the people that we were associated with and stuff, I'm pretty sure they don't live in LA with him anymore. A lot of people who go to LA, they come back, to be honest. You can only like ride the fame with people for so long and stuff until like they're probably doing his own thing. Like he was younger and everything when that shit blew up. Like back in elementary school, he was in the movie. Have you ever heard the movie Unborn?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it though.
It's a horror movie. So I was in like the school newspaper in elementary school, whatever that was and stuff, and I actually like interviewed him for it and stuff. It was funny. I wish I could find that.
I'd love if you could find that article.
But yeah. So it's crazy. He actually even showed up on an episode of Law and Order.
Well, that's when you know you've made it.
I
said that's when you know you've made it, mate.
Well, he was on like for like Shameless and stuff. I'm pretty sure Shameless used to be on, I think maybe it was like Showtime or like, it was something, I don't know what it was, some type of subscription thing. And then they brought it to like Netflix and stuff. Or I don't even know if they put it on the actual TV, I forget. But either way, it was kind of like on the down low, you know, and then it started getting super fucking popular. And then he would always go like back and forth from LA to like back to the school that he went to and stuff. I went to North, he went to East. And so he would go through like periods of like coming back and going back and tutoring and blah, 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 blah. And then eventually he just like stayed out in LA. Not really sure where his parents are now, but I know they lived in their house in St. Charles for like a fat minute. But
well, I was going to say, with the LA thing, yeah, I hear a lot of people go out there and
honestly, fuck LA. Like LA's shitty. LA's gross. Like it's nasty there.
People like LA. Right? LA is fun. I was gonna go out there not too long ago. We like LA.
You know what? You should like San Francisco. San Francisco is better than LA. More grown up. It's not like some TikTok, Instagram bullshit, fake tan, lip fillers, coke fiend, daddy money. Like, Jesus. That's what LA is. Think about it. Do you want to like live in the fucking Team 10 house and like suck each other's dicks and like do coke all weekend? It sounds good for about a month.
I was gonna say,
it probably gets really old really fast.
What is so wrong with that? Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't sound that bad.
What's so wrong with that? It sounds pretty good. I don't know. Man. I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. When I was talking to the friend who lived with him, he was like telling me about how it became very toxic very fast, which is pretty evident in any story I hear about LA with people going there.
I mean, so yeah, I've heard a lot of shit like that it's very fake. I don't know if I'm actually going to move out there anymore. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about if I want to actually go out there, and to be honest with you, no, not really. Not really anymore.
I don't know. It's like fun to visit and stuff, but like the high life is way too fast. It's just you crash and burn, basically. And honestly, like, this sounds bad, but Shameless can only last so long. I don't even know if it's like all the way done yet. I haven't even seen all of it. You know?
Do you want to know something?
Go ahead, sorry. Into like bigger shit. I don't know.
I was gonna say, do you want to know something really? This is so unrelated, but while we were talking just now, I was uploading a video, and I started using my iPhone recently to record, and it shoots at 30 frames a second. And this video that I uploaded, Taylor, was rendered at 29.97 seconds. So for anybody that's watching this video, this is the worst movie ever, reacting to old content number 2. You can probably fucking see that this shit looks super slow and shitty. I'm sorry, I had to just kind of interject that in there because I'm squealing on the inside. I'm probably just gonna go and jump off a fucking bridge.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I would never. You know what I think I might start doing with these podcasts too? Is I think I'm going to start ending them at the exact same time because we have 10 minutes left until we get to 1 minute and 23 seconds and 50 something seconds. I timed the last 2 podcasts, and if so coincidentally too at 1:23. So we have 10 minutes left. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? I mean, surely there's something you want to get off your chest.
I'm excited for like the future.
Don't be a fucking
I'm
pussy.
trying to think of topics and stuff. Like I said, I definitely want to do like some type of video thing where we do truth or drink. I think that would be funny as hell.
Me too. I actually genuinely, I wouldn't be opposed to a truth or drink. I wouldn't be opposed to a drunk podcast. I would not be opposed to An ASMR only podcast. I mean, there's so many ideas. There's so many juices.
ASMR only would be super fucking fun. Like, we have to have topics. So, like, ASMR, the truth or drink, interviewing drunk people, oh my god, I'm like burping. The fucking TikTok e-boy bullshit, maybe like going on Omegle.
Ooh, on the podcast. That'd be sketchy. Oh, actually, I guess we can do that because it's not live. Yeah, I mean, dude.
Yeah, I think that'd be really, really
You know
fun.
what I love, and I'm sure you can attest to this. I love when you meet up with people that also enjoy this same kind of content and shit. Like, you know, for example, for me, when you meet somebody else that likes making videos and content and film, it's like I've never done coke, but I'd imagine that's probably what it's got to feel like. You just get so excited.
No, definitely does not.
Would you know? Redacted. Moving on. This is not the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm not going to ask you. So, have you done ayahuasca? Okay, actually, wait, Taylor. Would you ever do ayahuasca?
What? Have I ever done it? Or
would you? Well, if you have, I'd love to hear that story. But if you haven't, would you?
I have never, and I don't ever want to do it. I am not the same person that I used to be. I'll tell you that right now. If I ever got offered like some type of psychedelic right now, I think I'd lose my fucking shit.
Okay, but ayahuasca, that's like...
I'm just not in the headspace. Like, there's so much more responsibility on me right now that I can't even, like, think of, like, trying to do something that's mind-altering.
I'll be honest with you. I would fucking do it.
Okay, but you'd have to have, like, a whole-ass ceremony. Like, you'd have to go to South America and, like, do the damn thing the right way.
Dude, are you fucking... Like, see, when you talk like that and you tell me all this shit, dude, that sounds so awesome.
Well, no, it is awesome. Like, it's beautiful and it's fucking amazing, actually. Like, I personally think, like, the whole, like, experience and stuff, like, I've watched hella videos. Like, there was this Vice TV show called, I don't know if it was, like, Tennessee or Kentucky, like, ayahuasca shit or something, but it was something along those lines, and it was pretty sick. Like, it's really, like, life-changing and everything, and it's a very beautiful experience. But you have to be willing to accept, like, the bad with the good with it, because not all of, like, the experience is amazing. It uncovers a lot of deep shit that is just facing in front of you and you can't push it off anymore. All the shit that's in the back corners of your mind comes full frontal, so you're going to have to deal with that. But there is also, like, a good outcome, you know? Like, if it's not having a beautiful experience after, it's definitely, like, understanding that you need to deal with your shit.
Actually spit on him.
What I would say, because I've heard so many incredible stories, like people have spoken to their future selves.
It's mostly beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I have never, ever been like a huge, like I've never had the like, oh man, I gotta try this, and that. You know what I mean? But god damn it, dude, that is the one drug that I am desperately trying to get my hands on. Seriously.
Well, you're not going to find it here.
I know.
And if you do, it's going to have to be a very select type of group. Like, I can think of some people in North Carolina that do that shit, but they're, like, whole-ass, like, fucking hippies, dude. Not even hippie, like, straight up just, like, fucking Mother Earth reincarnated as a person, you know? It's a whole-ass, like, commune type shit, like, community, like, they're all wearing like white clothes. Like, it's
that's weird.
Up,
that's fucking weird. That's like some shit from Midsummer. I'm sorry. That's like some Midsummer.
Well, no, I mean they're not creepy people or anything. It's not like fucking sadistic. Like, it's more of just like a whole community of like-minded individuals. But they have like different people. Just have like different cultures surrounding that and different. I guess it's just like a whole ass. It's a ritual, you know. Like celebration, like you dress accordingly. You guys are all on the same wavelength with that shit.
I think I wouldn't take the hippie route. I would take it down the ritualistic route. You know what I mean? I need the full experience, is what I would do. I wouldn't
do it with a bunch of fucking deadheads and like fish followers and everything like that. Like people who go to like shows and stuff, because they're like, a lot of them are like born again hippie motherfuckers, like fake ass people. But if you're down to go do something with like an actual shaman, like in the fucking deep mountainside, then I'm all for that.
No, you fucking bet. I am not opposed to that.
Yeah, but that's like you have to know someone who knows someone who knows someone, blah, blah, blah. It's like a deeply invested thing. Like, you can't just find it anywhere, and if you do, you're going to regret it because it's not going to be what you want it to be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. If I ever do ayahuasca, we should do a podcast where I'm on the...
Oh, my God.
I don't care. I think I've reached a new point in content creation where everything can be used as a video. What's that?
On this episode, Ben tries ayahuasca.
You know what?
And loses his fucking shit.
Have you ever seen the movie Nightcrawler?
A little bit of it, not all of it. I think I got bored, to be honest. Don't get mad at me.
Wow. Well, okay.
I know.
Short story short, it's a movie about this journalist. You actually should watch it. It's about... Yeah, he's not a journalist. He's a videographer catching news, but...
Isn't it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. But he goes around... He goes around LA. Stay focused, Taylor.
Jake Gyllenhaal's sexy as fuck. Okay, have you ever seen Prisoners? Sorry, okay.
Prisoners? No, I haven't seen it. I was just gonna say with Nightcrawler that it's he goes like to the far to this extent. He has no pity on people. Like he'll film dead people. You know, I don't want to have that same kind of what's the word? Help me out here.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like I'd be willing to like jump out of a plane, blindfolded for a couple views. You know, a couple clicks.
Couple little clickeroonies.
Yeah, I would.
Little clicks during people's study break. Let me watch this kid fuck his shit up off a plane.
How can someone watch my content during a study break? Do you watch my content during study breaks?
No.
I don't know if that's the most productive thing. I always find it so weird when people approach me and they're like, I mean, not approach me, but I mean, I've been recognized maybe 3 times over the course of 6 years. And it is the weirdest thing. Not in a bad way. It's just, it is the weirdest thing, dude. Like, they're like, oh my God, I've seen your videos. I'm like, oh my God, I cringe. I'm like, yeah, that's not me, I swear.
I really hope no one sees this video. Well, not like that, for my sake.
I think this will do fairly well. I genuinely think this will do very well. I mean, I don't know, maybe it won't. The one time
I hope this video gets me a job at Vice.
Oh, maybe.
I'm manifesting.
Okay, we'll leave off the podcast with this. I'll manifest something. I hope that this podcast, Joe Rogan goes on one night and is searching the internet and he finds this and he decides, you know what? This guy, he is going to take over JRE. We're going to recall it BSE, the Ben Smlatic experience. And then I ditch everything and I talked to Barack Obama about Oreos.
Oh.
I'm manifesting. Okay. Hopefully it happens.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Taylor. Well, we're at 123. Is there anything else you'd like to leave us with? Instagram, Twitter. I mean, I'll plug those things if you'd like. If not, of course, I don't have to. But anything else you'd like to leave us with?
I don't really have social media. I like to be the nightmare. Just you see me in your dreams, I'm
that was so smooth.
Figment of your imagination. I do not exist.
This has been Ben Smlatic and the Nightmare Taylor Sabo.
This is Nightmare Taylor Sabo.
Yeah, we will see you guys on the next episode. I think this one is going to be coming out next Monday. But I've got a nice special guest lined up. We got a guest list. So thank you guys always for the support. I love each and every one of you. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Unless you guys are waiting for the next podcast, in which I'll see you guys next Monday. Swooshes, manifest. Peace, love, happiness.
Manifest.
Manifest.